From the front of Hong Kong's pro-democracy protests to a police raid and handcuffs, media tycoon and democracy activist Jimmy Lai has spent the past 3 years in prison, accused of sedition and colluding with foreign forces. He is the most prominent person to be charged under Hong Kong's sweeping national security laws, and his trial is finally set to begin.
The reason we have to fight for it is fighting for our dignity. I think once we give up, we're giving up fighting for our freedom and democracy. We are kind of giving up our dignity as a human.
Lai founded the Apple Daily newspaper, known for its critical reporting on the Chinese government and strong support for Hong Kong's 2019 pro-democracy movement. Lai was arrested in 2020 when 200 police officers raided the newspaper's offices. In the 3 years since then, he's been convicted on lesser charges of illegal assembly and fraud, but he faces life in prison if found guilty under the national security law. Beijing put the law into effect in 2020 to quash pro-democracy movements. It's been widely criticized by human rights groups.
We found that in Hong Kong, national security is frequently being used as a pretext to curb voices of opposition, and the national security law itself has given the Hong Kong authorities very powerful tools by which they can curb freedom of expression and other human rights.
Lai's trial has drawn international attention. Though he is a UK citizen, his request for a British lawyer was denied. Instead, he will face a panel of hand-picked judges without a jury. His son has been traveling the world, speaking out on behalf of his 76-year-old father.
Hong Kong has always been a litmus test for how China views the world and how they view the liberties that we have in the free world. Now, my father stood really at the front of that. He is the oldest political prisoner in Hong Kong.
Lai's arrest in 2020 was a milestone in the decline of press freedom in Hong Kong. His conviction would represent the final nail in its coffin. Kris and Herel Hughes for TaiwanPlus.